It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Next on Madden Football.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Second down and 8.
26.
They'll go again with Hall. Crazy. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Inside.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Canadian-born Nathan Shepard. They're on the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
They set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Carr working out of the gun. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. The Saints offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The shotgun. It's Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion is Hill. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Third and long for Rodgers. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, you block over here.
They'll run, it's Hall. And he will dive into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's their punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far.
Over.
Rodgers on first down. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That's caught! And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Carr now on 2nd down. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will go all the way. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Saints. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point.
Check white. Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
It's up and through. And the Saints get back in it. It is 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On the ground, it is the rookie from Wisconsin. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Demario Davis there on the play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot down the field. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back is Carr. That is brought in at the 10.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Kamara. A dive, and he's in! Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Panay Wanwu now to return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
He'll work forward for a couple. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays
Previous play
are
is under
reviewed,
review.
so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else.
After review of the
So,
play,
ruled a
ruling on the
touchdown
field
originally.
stands.
They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Carr to the left side in the hands of Hill. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. In motion is Hill. Now Kamara. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Carr. He'll try and get there up. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jets have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
26.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Willie Gay with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
50.
Throwing, Rodgers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st down, Carr. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got his man. That's Olave. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Here's Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Shaheed in motion. Now a second down throw from Carr. To the left side into the hands of Olave.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get up.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. It's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Over.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Easy. Look at you.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Rodgers now. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd and long. They will run it over center with Hall. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Now. Push it.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Second down, Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. On 1st and 10, Carr. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Pass is caught by Olave. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down. Carr working out of the gun. That pass caught right side. Valdez-Scantling. 2nd down and 3.
What now?
Carr. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back is Carr. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Carr now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Carr to throw. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This from 40 yards out. And this one is blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker to hold.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Get 300. Get 300.
They'll go again with Hall.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now, Rod. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
26.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So we'll take it to the up. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Play action now. It's Carr. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Carr. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First down throw for Carr. That one into the hands of Hill. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Olave is the motion man. Now, second down throw from Carr. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Carr. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Inside.
A run here with Hall. Whoa! And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They give to Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Go to 50. Hey, you block.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He gets this complete, finding Adams. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. Now a loose football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hall. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it's going to bring up 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
What now?
In the shotgun, it's Carr. That's into the hands of the fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Carr working out of the gun. This one caught at the 4. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On the run, here's Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Back north.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
No.
So this one in the win column for the Jets. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.